This is Britt with Truth Be Told podcast. Glad you guys are on here tonight. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Sean.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Definitely another year to be grateful for.
That's right. That's right. That's what it's all about. Definitely grateful to have you on the show. That's a great way to lead the segment. You are the first person I'm interviewing on Truth Be Told, so I'm very excited. So thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. So I just wanted to introduce you. This is Mr. Sean Phelps, the infamous Sean Phelps. He's with the Introverted Podcast. I believe he started in 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I definitely wanted to congratulate you on your podcast and on your self journey and see what you're working with. But this title today is really for you. The title of my show today is called "What is your diet for 2022?" So, let us know what you're dieting, what you're consuming, and let us also know a little bit more about your podcast.
Oh, okay. So really, I really wouldn't call it like a diet and stuff, but more like a lifestyle change and stuff. Because before, I started into, eating more healthy, I used to eat like a lot of meat and stuff like that, and I'd be sluggish. And of course, eating a lot of fast food isn't good for you too. And I just reached a point a couple of years ago when I was in Atlanta and stuff doing security. I wasn't feeling my best self. Always tired and sluggish and stuff. So the first thing I started doing was just buying some gallons of water and stuff, and I'll be drinking that throughout the day. And then I slowly transition over time to eating less meat and then eating more greens and stuff like Spanish leaves and stuff like that. All different types of green things that you need to put in your stomach and stuff. And so once I start to realize, hey, this is the better method for me, so I could be able to be more energized, be more alert, because when you're in security and stuff, working with different police officers and stuff, you need to be aware of your surroundings. So, once I started to transition and stuff into more healthy eating, people started to notice, like, hey, Sean, you losing a little bit of weight, you looking more healthy and stuff, and it just started to pick up from there. And so currently, I just eat like during the day and stuff, drink water, when I can, and also the fact that I start eating what I'm trying to think, because my mind be like all over the place and
Mine
stuff.
too.
But the thing is, I eat like salad and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like not romaine lettuce and stuff, but just like different stuff, greens. My favorite one actually is I want to say the it's not cilantro, but it's something similar to it, and it has a natural mint flavor to it. And I get that because it cleans out my body and stuff. So I eat that with like baby tomatoes and stuff like that. And then
tell a difference? Can you tell a difference since you've been changing the way you're eating? And you said that you was working in Atlanta as a security guard, and that was kind of like the pivot point for you to actually start changing, not your diet, like you said, a lifestyle, made you change your lifestyle. What's funny that you said that though is because I kind of tricked you with the title. I know it's not a diet. Of course, it's your lifestyle. Of course we're all supposed to eat greens and vegetables and drink water. And was it the eight bottles? Is it the 8 bottles a day?
Yeah, that's what they say, 8 bottles a day and stuff. But you just pretty much whatever your body weight is, you divide that by 2. And then you just pretty much go from there. But I don't be doing. I just drink water throughout the day. So
yeah, and I bet by you drinking water, you can tell, like if you pick up a soda or like a juice, like a sugary, artificial flavor juice, that you can't really deal with that because you consume a lot of water.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I end up crashing instantly.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I think that I'm not even going to sit up here and act like I'm the biggest health expert, that I get up here and I eat greens and vegetables and fruit every day. And that's what I'm all about. I'm not even about to sit up here and tell you that. But the reason why I kind of tricked you into just going into what you're eating, and of course, the exercise, I know you're exercising as well, is I wanted you to kind of go into what do you think that you have to get right in order to get all of that together for it to flow easily? Where does it start?
Everything starts with your mindset, you know. And if you have a poor mindset, you're gonna have a poor life. If you have a good mindset, you're gonna have a better lifestyle. So, you know, that's how I put it and stuff. Because, you know, if you go into, you know, eating healthy and stuff with a bad mindset, you're just gonna end up crashing and stuff like that, even going back to eating how you used to eat, you know. And I've been there because, you know, I didn't take my time fully the first time and stuff. And I started eating McDonald's again and stuff like that, Wendy's, but you know what I'm saying, it's definitely tempting, you know.
It's very tempting. I'm not
Cause
even
it's
gonna
on every
lie.
corner. It's on every corner. Like you can't go nowhere and not see fast food, you know.
Yeah.
And then another thing too, when you're out there traveling on the road, you know, there's only like fast food joints and stuff. You see like McDonald's here at Exit Highway 265, you know. So when you're on a road trip and stuff, I always like pack things in advance, like nuts and stuff that'll fill you up. And then of course, you know, you gotta have your water and stuff. But
Right.
if you are one of those people who liquids just pass right through them and stuff, you're gonna have to find some type of way to consume less. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're gonna be pulling over a whole bunch.
Have you ever noticed like that they put a lot of the fast food restaurants into like the black areas? Like if you're driving, like I've noticed that, not saying that they're not in the upper class area. And I don't even want to say black areas, because then that's stereotyping us to be poor, because that's something that we're definitely not. We're definitely the richest people on
Yeah,
earth. I think so. Matter of fact, I don't think, I know so. I think it's just
yeah,
us
you know
realizing that
it.
we really ruled the world. But it's just crazy how the world has us like stuck into this mind frame of, if you know, like with I was researching that, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like I'm seeing a lot of fast foods like in historically like poor neighborhoods. You know, I'm starting to see that a lot. But if you go on the rich side of town, you're seeing Panera, or you're seeing things of that nature. But the reason I went into the segment of the mind is because I did see on your podcast that was like one of your first shows, getting your mind right, and seeing that it is 2022, a new year. I
Mhm.
thought that was a great segue into the new year. I think that it's so important for us to get our mind right. But can you tell me, besides exercise, and what are some of the things that you do on a day-to-day basis, since this is a lifestyle, that you do to get your mind right and to stay on track for 2022 and forever?
Yeah, so like what I started doing is actually like researching LeBron James, because he is like the guy who has like the longevity, right? The secret, you know, blueprint or whatever you want to call it, because you know what I'm saying, you look at this man today, 20 years later, he's still playing with the same guys. So when I went on YouTube and stuff, he does different things like sound therapy and stuff, which I started doing, going on YouTube and stuff, looking up like meditation, songs and stuff, because that helps you. Because when you have the headphones on and stuff, you wake up first thing in the morning, your brain, you know, it takes a while to, you know, process everything. But when you first wake up in the morning, you want to eliminate any distractions and stuff. So when you start meditating and stuff, and that's good for your soul. You know what I'm saying? and then get your mind right too, because I started off 5 minutes, and then I just eventually worked my way up to 10 or 15, and right now I'm at 20 minutes. So that's my max. And so,
Wow.
that really helps my mind on a daily basis and stuff like that. Now, I haven't done it in the past couple of days because I fall off track,
Right.
but you know what I'm saying, that's always something on my board, because I got it on my whiteboard right now. One of the daily things I should be doing is meditation and stuff like that. And then on top of that, eventually I want to get into cryotherapy and stuff, which is good for your body. So everything that LeBron dives into and stuff. Of course, with the it was another method. I forget what it was called, but it was, I cannot think of it right now, but it's just like completely like out of my mind.
You went away
But
quick, just
it's
like
just
that.
it's just important to do things that you enjoy each day and stuff, and then just not like beat yourself up about it. You know what I'm saying? Because everything in life is a process too. You know.
Right. I think it's all about it's really balance. You have to be gracious to yourself. And if you just take it day by day and like, dang, man, I got up this morning and I ate some chips and I went to, dang, I got that biscuit from Bojangles. That thing be hot, be good. Okay. But
Exactly.
don't beat yourself up about it. It's like, okay, if I ate that morning, okay, but what else did you do? You meditated, you journaled. Like for me, I know the biggest thing for me is getting up in the morning. I have got to meditate, journal, and exercise every morning.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't exercise, like at least walking, if I don't walk or something, I'm jittery. I really have bad anxiety. That's where it came from. I was like, I need to center myself. And I even started, Sean, putting my phone in another room.
Yeah,
That's
that
helped.
helped too.
Yeah, because at night, constantly going off, I'm always in high beta. And that's not good. I was like, why? My husband's like, why are you always just so, and I was like, something wrong with me. I got to get it together. I just got to get on this self journey. And so, um, thank you for like letting us know, like for real, like the mind is where it starts. Are there any books or anything that you're looking into right now that you feel that could help you transform you as far as getting your mind together and working that out as you're going through the new year?
Uh, the books. There's
Anything you're
so many
reading right
books I
now?
read and stuff. But if you like into like financial literacy type of books, Robert Kiyosaki, he has the cash flow quadrant. You got some books right here. Hold on, let me get one of there's so many books, man. But the main important part is like when you do read and stuff, like this book right here,
Yeah.
Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. These one of these timeless books, right? That you can just go back and write down some stuff or whatever, and really just take small paragraphs from it and just apply it to your life and stuff. Because you just want to read a book at a time and stuff, and understand like what's going on with it, so you can apply those techniques to your life. And I just found that out because I was listening to another podcaster from IG and stuff, and he was saying the same thing. One of his goals was to read 60 books in a year, but he was like, he had to put that on hold. He was like, what's the purpose of doing that when I'm not going to be able to comprehend everything and apply
Right.
those same techniques to my life? So I'm like, it finally clicked in my head because, I was doing the same thing and stuff like that. Just reading a book after this and after that, you know what I'm saying? And not really grasping the content from it,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Applying it.
It's funny that
But
you picked up
but
Napoleon
you know what
Think
I'm
and Grow
saying? It's
Rich.
oh, my bad.
No,
But
you're fine. You're fine. I'm
yeah,
sorry. I
yeah.
didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just saying that it's funny that you picked up Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, because that was like one of the first books that I started reading at the beginning of this self journey. to actually get my mind together and realize, okay, Brittany, I'm not gonna say I'm messed up in the head, but I got a lot of layers.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, it's starting right here. Everything is starting in your head. And so I thank you for giving us a little bit of knowledge on Napoleon, because I think that's one of the best books to start with if you're trying to figure out, you know, how to switch your mind, how to grow, and how to think different, things of that nature. So yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. Then one of the most important things too, like for instance, like Chicago, right? That's where I'm from.
Okay.
That's where I'm at right now, right? Chicago has one of the best library systems, like in the I don't know if it's in the U.S., but you know what I'm saying, we have these historic libraries. So it's good to go to the library and stuff and sit down and see like what you gravitate towards, and then just read that book while you're there and stuff, because you know, like when you're in the library stuff, it's quiet and you be able to think. So you know what I'm saying, because sometimes, you know, when we inside of our houses and stuff, we have all these distractions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to go to the library, pick up a book and stuff like that. But specifically, when we talk about us, you know what I'm saying, is I really don't like using the term black and stuff like that, because that's not who we are and stuff. Black doesn't really represent us. Uh, but the thing is, you know, another book is by Carter G. Woodson. It was called The Miseducated of the Negro, and that's one of the books that, you know, I started to read and stuff because I wanted to understand more about, you know, the past leaders and stuff and how they thought. And you know, the vocabulary in that book still to this day is blowing me away. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta have a dictionary right next to you. You know, but you know, it's very important to read about our history and stuff and see like where we come from. Because you know what I'm saying, like you said earlier, you know, we are the people who are, you know, in power and stuff like that, when we really, you know, focus on, you know, what's important to us.
You're right. You're right. I think everything you touched on this evening. I know we had some technical difficulties at the beginning. Uh, I want to thank you though, Sean. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for just giving us a little bit of encouragement or mindset rules for 2022. Like you said, it's a lifestyle. I did try to, I ain't gonna say trick you, but just wanted you to like, I knew where you were going because just looking at you and just, you
Mhm.
know, researching everything you got going on, I was very enthusiastic about getting on the show with you. You know, I already knew where your mind was, where you're going, where you're trying to stay, and I appreciate that. Definitely let everybody know where they can find you at, and I just want to tell you thank you, and I hope you have a good New Year.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So you can find me on IG, YouTube, and Facebook. Network with Sean, and also, you know, you can check out my podcast as well. It's called the Introverted Podcast. It's on Spotify and Apple Music and other streaming platforms as well.
I'm gonna make sure and I put your information in the bio too when we get done. And you know, I'm gonna be hitting you up again soon because I'm gonna have some questions.
Oh yeah, definitely. You definitely gotta have those questions. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's how we get to point A to point B. You know.
Right, right. And so that was a great way to end this episode number 2 with Truth Be Told podcast. What is your diet for 2022? Remember, it starts with your mind, guys. You guys have a good evening. Good night.
Exactly. Don't
Sunshine.
forget, guys, to go like, subscribe, and share to the Truth Be Told podcast.
Thank you, Sean. You have a good night and a good week.
All right, you too.
Blessings.
All right.